Have you ever wondered why a previously effective antibiotic suddenly stops working? Why does a medicine that once cured an infection become useless? The answer lies in a natural phenomenon known as antimicrobial resistance. Demonstrated by a group of rogue organisms we refer to as antimicrobial resistant bacteria. Antimicrobial resistance, often abbreviated as AMR, is a complex process where bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites evolved to resist the drugs designed to kill them. This resistance occurs when these microscopic organisms undergo genetic changes, allowing them to survive exposure to the very drugs created to eradicate them. When we talk about antimicrobial resistance, the spotlight often falls on bacteria. These microscopic lifeforms have an uncanny ability to adapt and evolve, making them the perfect candidates for developing resistance. Bacteria that have developed resistance to multiple forms of treatment are often known as superbugs, a term that might sound like it's straight out of a science fiction novel, but is very much a real and present danger. So why is antimicrobial resistance a problem? For starters, it renders our current arsenal of antibiotics and other antimicrobial drugs increasingly ineffective. This means that infections that were once easily treatable become more difficult to manage, leading to longer hospital stays, higher medical costs, and ultimately, an increase in mortality rates. Furthermore, antimicrobial resistance threatens the success of modern medicine. Surgeries, chemotherapy, and the management of chronic diseases often rely on effective antimicrobials to prevent and treat infections. Without these crucial drugs, these procedures become far riskier. The development and spread of antimicrobial resistance is fueled by several factors. Misuse and overuse of antibiotics, poor infection control in hospitals and clinics, global travel and food trade, poor sanitation and water quality, and lack of access to quality healthcare all contribute to this growing problem. In essence, the story of antimicrobial resistance is one of a constant tug-of-war between humans and bacteria. It's an evolutionary arms race, with bacteria continually adapting to the weapons we devise to combat them. To recap, antimicrobial resistance, particularly among bacteria, is a natural but worrying phenomenon that threatens the effectiveness of our current antimicrobial drugs and the success of modern medicine. It's fueled by a combination of factors such as misuse and overuse of antibiotics, poor infection control, and lack of access to quality healthcare. Despite its daunting nature, understanding antimicrobial resistance is the first step towards combating it. By gaining insight into this complex process, we can better devise strategies to slow its progression and mitigate its impacts, ensuring the continued effectiveness of our antimicrobial drugs and the success of modern medicine. In the battle against these microscopic foes, knowledge truly is our most potent weapon.